What is high tide flooding? Have you ever wondered what happens when the ocean decides to spill over its banks? High tide flooding, also known as nuisance flooding or sunny day flooding, is when ocean water levels rise above the normal high tide mark. This results in water flowing onto areas that are usually dry. It can occur without storms or heavy rainfall, making it a unique phenomenon to understand. High tide flooding is primarily influenced by sea level rise, tidal cycles, and atmospheric conditions. Tides are the regular rise and fall of sea levels caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and sun on the Earth's oceans. High tide marks the point when the water reaches its highest level during this cycle. When high tide flooding occurs, it can affect coastal areas, streets, marshes, and even your favorite fishing spots. As sea levels continue to rise due to climate change and melting ice caps, high tide flooding is becoming more frequent and severe. This is essential for anyone who enjoys fishing or spending time near the coast. Understanding this flooding can help you stay safe and make the most of your outdoor adventures. For fish and their habitats, high tide flooding can temporarily expand shallow water areas like tidal flats and salt marshes. These regions are vital for many fish species as they serve as nursery and feeding grounds. While flooding can improve access to these habitats, it can also disrupt the vegetation and organisms that fish depend on. Water quality can also change during high tide flooding. Floodwaters can carry pollutants, sediments, and nutrients from land into coastal waters, affecting clarity and oxygen levels. These changes can influence fish behavior, health, and food availability. Additionally, high tide flooding allows fish to move into areas they cannot access at lower tides, such as flooded marshes or coastal wetlands. This can create new feeding opportunities, but it may also expose fish to predators or human activity. For anglers, high tide flooding can change fishing conditions by altering water depth and currents. Some fish species may become more active or accessible during these times, while others might move away from flooded areas. To ensure safety during outdoor adventures, predicting high tide flooding is essential. By monitoring tide charts and local flood advisories, you can plan your fishing trips to avoid hazardous flooded roads or slippery shorelines. Understanding the timing and extent of flooding can guide you to the best fishing locations, especially in estuarine environments where fish use flooded areas as feeding grounds. Awareness of water quality changes during flooding can also inform your decisions about fishing for species sensitive to pollution or low oxygen levels. Coastal flood prediction tools that incorporate weather forecasting and tidal data can improve safety by warning about potential flooding that could affect access to fishing spots. In essence, high tide flooding is a natural event influenced by tides and rising sea levels that causes temporary coastal flooding. For fishing and fish, it alters habitats, water quality, and fish behavior, making awareness and prediction of these events important for both fish survival and safe, enjoyable fishing activities.